Elements, compounds, and mixtures. Highlights of the lesson. Students will know about molecules and atoms, pure substance and impure substance, states of matter, sublimation and deposition. All substances around us have mass and volume. We can say that they are all made up of matter. Any substance that has mass and volume is called matter. Molecules and atoms. Atom. An atom is the smallest particle of a substance that possesses all the properties of that substance. The atoms of a substance are the same as of each other, but they are different from the atoms of all other substances. For example, the atoms of gold are different from the atoms of silver. Molecule. A molecule is the smallest particle of a substance that exists independently. Molecules are formed by the combination of atoms of the same substance or different substances. For example, a molecule of hydrogen is made up of 2 atoms of hydrogen, and a molecule of oxygen is made up of 2 atoms of oxygen. Similarly, the atoms of 2 or more substances can combine to form a molecule. For example, a water molecule is formed by the combination of 2 atoms of hydrogen with 1 atom of oxygen. A molecule of carbon dioxide is formed by the combination of 1 atom of carbon with 2 atoms of oxygen. Matter is broadly classified into 2 groups: pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances. A pure substance has atoms of only one kind. There are 2 types of pure substances: elements and compounds. They are made up of atoms of only one kind. For example, gold is an element that is made up of only one kind of gold atoms. Similarly, water is made up of only one kind of water atoms. Let us learn more about elements and compounds. Elements. An element is a substance that cannot be broken into any other substance. It may exist independently, for example, as the element gold, or it may combine with other elements to make many types of substances. There are different types of elements. Everything in the universe is made from these elements. Gold, iron, silver, hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon are some well-known elements. There are 118 known elements today. Of these, 92 elements are found in nature and are called natural elements. Compounds. A compound is a substance made up of 2 or more elements. The elements in a compound are chemically combined together. For example, water is a compound of hydrogen and oxygen. Sodium hydroxide is a compound of sodium, oxygen, and hydrogen. There are many kinds of compounds. Common salt, carbon dioxide, ammonia, and sugar are examples of compounds. Mixtures. A mixture consists of the molecules of two or more substances. It can be a combination of elements or compounds. For example, air is a mixture of number of gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. Each substance in a mixture is called a component of the mixture. The molecules of one component of air are different from the molecules of other components. A mixture does not have any specific property of its own. In a mixture, each component shows its original properties. For example, pure oxygen supports burning and so does the oxygen present in air. Similarly, the taste of salt is salty on its own, and it also tastes salty when mixed with water. Some more examples of mixtures are muddy water, milk, seawater, soil, aerated drinks, petrol, cough syrup, paint, etc. States of matter. Matter exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. Solids. Look at a book. It has the shape of a cuboid. Its shape does not change. So, it has a definite shape. The book also occupies a fixed space. The amount of space a substance occupies is known as its volume. This means the book has a definite volume. A solid does not change its shape or volume when you move it from one place to another. This is because the molecules of a solid are closely packed and hence they cannot move freely. So solids have a definite shape and volume. However, some solids can be bent or broken when a force is applied on them. For example, we can break a pencil or bend a wire by using force. Some examples of solid are rock, wood, steel, and iron. Liquids. Liquids have definite volume but no definite shape. Activity. Activity 1. Take a glass of water. Pour the water into a jug. It takes the shape of the jug. Pour the water from the jug back into the glass. The water fills up to the same level in the glass as before. So, the volume of water remains the same. Now, pour the water into a ball. It will take the shape of the ball. Pour the water back into glass. You will see that the volume of water remains the same. Liquids can flow. This is because the molecules of a liquid are not packed very tightly. There is enough space between the molecules so that they can move and slide over each other. Some examples of liquids are oil and fruit juice. Gases. Air is a gas we can fill into a football and a tire of your bicycle. When we do this, the air takes the shape of the football and the tire. So, gases do not have a definite shape of their own. They take the shape of the container. Gases can flow more easily than liquids. This is because their molecules are very loosely packed and can move about freely. Air and steam are some examples of gases. Activity 2. Take a glass jar. Put some pieces of burning paper into it and cover its mouth with a lid. The jar will soon be full of smoke. Remove the lid and quickly place another jar upside down over it. You will see that the smoke spreads into the jar at the top and both the jars are filled with smoke. This shows that the molecules of a gas fill up all the space available to them. Change of state. Matter can change from one state to another when it is heated or cooled. The following are the different changes of state that can occur in matter. Melting. When a solid, for example ice, is heated, it melts to form a liquid, water. The process by which a solid changes into a liquid is called melting. Evaporation. When a liquid, for example water, is heated, it evaporates to form a gas, water vapor. The process by which a liquid changes into a gas on heating is called evaporation. Condensation. When a gas, for example water vapor, is cooled, it condenses into a liquid, water. The process by which a gas changes into a liquid on cooling is called condensation. Freezing. When a liquid, for example water, is cooled, it freezes into a solid, ice. The process by which a liquid changes into a solid on cooling is called freezing. Sublimation and deposition. The process of a solid changing directly into its gaseous state without passing through the liquid state is called sublimation. Iodine, camphor and dry ice are some solids that sublime. The process of a gas changing directly into its solid state is called deposition. The formation of frost on a cold surface is an example of deposition. Let's recall. Matter is anything that has mass and volume. An atom is the smallest particle of a substance that possesses all the properties of that substance. A molecule is the smallest particle of a substance that exists independently. An element is a substance that cannot be broken into any other substance. A compound is a substance made up of two or more elements. A mixture consists of the molecules of two or more substances. Matter exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. Matter can change from one state to another when it is heated or cooled. Glossary. Matter: anything that has mass and volume. Atom: it is the smallest particle of a substance. Molecule: it is the smallest particle of a substance that exists independently. Element: a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. Compound: a pure substance made up of two or more elements. Mixture: a combination of two or more substances. Melting: The process by which a solid changes into a liquid. Evaporation. The process by which a liquid changes into a gas on heating. Condensation. The process by which a gas changes into a liquid on cooling. Freezing. The process by which a liquid changes into a solid on cooling. Assessment. 4. Answer the following in short. 1. Give 3 examples of mixtures. Answer. Examples of mixtures: air, mixture of gases. Salt water, mixture of salt and water. Brass, mixture of copper and zinc. 2. What is a matter? Answer. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. It includes all substances that we can see, feel, or interact with physically. 3. What is sublimation? Answer. Sublimation is the process in which a substance changes directly from a solid to a gas without passing through the liquid state. Examples include dry ice, solid carbon dioxide, and mothballs, solid naphthalene. 4. Name 2 groups into which substances are classified. Answer. 2 groups into which substances are classified. Pure substances. These are substances made up of only one type of particle. They can be further classified into elements and compounds. Mixtures. These are substances composed of 2 or more different types of particles, elements, or compounds that are physically mixed together but not chemically combined. 5. What are elements and compounds made up of? Answer. Elements and compounds made up of. Elements are made up of only one type of atom. For example, oxygen gas 02 consists of molecules made up of 2 oxygen atoms bonded together. Compounds are made up of 2 or more different types of atoms that are chemically bonded together. For example, water H20 is a compound made up of 2 hydrogen atoms bonded to 1 oxygen atom. 5. Answer the following in detail. 1. Write the differences between solids, liquids, and gases. Answer. Differences between solids, liquids, and gases. Solids. Solids have a definite shape and volume. The particles in solids are closely packed together in a regular arrangement. They vibrate around fixed positions but do not move around freely. Liquids. Liquids have a definite volume but take the shape of their container. The particles in liquids are close together but not fixed in position. They can move past each other, allowing liquids to flow. Gases. Gases have neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. The particles in gases are far apart and move freely at high speeds. Gases expand to fill the entire volume of their container. 2. Why do liquids and gases flow? Answer. Liquids and gases flow because their particles are not held rigidly in place like those in solids. In liquids, the particles can slide past each other due to weak intermolecular forces. This allows liquids to take the shape of their container and flow. Gases, on the other hand, have even weaker intermolecular forces and their particles move freely in all directions. This freedom of movement allows gases to completely fill any container they are placed in and to flow easily. 3. Show with the help of an activity that gases do not have a definite volume. Answer. Activity demonstrating that gases do not have a definite volume. Take an inflated balloon and observe its size. Then, gently release the air from the balloon. As the air escapes, notice how the balloon shrinks in size. This demonstrates that gases do not have a definite volume because they expand or contract to fill the space available to them. In this activity, the balloon represents the container for the gas, air, and as the gas is released, the balloon's volume changes accordingly. This shows that gases are able to occupy different volumes depending on the size of their container, illustrating their lack of definite volume compared to solids and liquids. Hots. We can keep a gas in an open container. Do you agree? Comment on this. Yes, I agree. Gases can be kept in an open container because they do not have a definite shape or volume and will spread out to fill the available space in their surroundings.